everybody, Sneaky Narcotic, back at it again with another YouTube video. Today we're playing something actually sent to me by a viewer. He asked me to take a look at his deck and see what we could do with it. So basically he told me the whole way he wanted to win is just a general idea of Simic Ascendancy again. And the viewer, let me actually pull up his name so he can get his little shout out. I appreciate anybody that sends me a video, or a video, a deck, in this case a deck list. John Parker sent me the Simic Ascendancy deck. So John Parker, thank you a lot, and I really mean it. So basically he was telling me that he doesn't have all the cards that he wants, but that he wants me to go ahead and take a look at his deck as it is and see what I could possibly do or want to do to change it. So he was telling me, for instance, you see these Woodland streams and the Simic Guildgates. He doesn't necessarily want these, but he doesn't have enough Hinterland Harbors or breeding pools, and I get that. I don't either, so I can't blame you. He is running 20 lands in his deck. I normally, especially with Simic colors, I normally like to run 22. The only deck I ever really run 20 lands in is a mono red deck, and that's because it's lower on the mana curve. And I guess a mono white would be in about the same shoes. Basically, any mono aggro decks you'd want to kind of run in 20, maybe 19, if you're daring. I'm not so daring. I like to keep it between 20 and 24 depending on my mana curve. And most of the times I just cut it down the middle and do 22 and see where I go. But he has Arbor Armament, which I honestly forgot about this card. This card is not that bad, you know. Sauroform Hybrid, Biomancer is familiar. I combine Guildmage, Song of Freyalise, Simic Ascendancy, of course, Grow from the Ashes, Shapers of Nature, and Aeromunculus. Then we have the Galloping Lizrog, Vivien Reed, and of course a Biogenic Upgrade. Now this is very close to his list. I'll actually post his original. It's really hard to do this, but I'll try to post his original list plus my list, and show you how close I got to making his deck. I was missing a couple cards. Like, he wanted 4 biogenic upgrades, and for whatever reason I can never get enough uncommon slots. He had 4 Song of Freyalise, and I think that's really the only difference. And basically I just filled it in with other cards. Like, for instance, he had 3 Aeromunculus, 3 Lizrogs, and 3 Sauroform Hybrids. And I think that's... Oh, and 3 Ops. So I think that's where I filled in the gaps there. But yeah. Oh, and I think he had more Shaper of Natures. Which, by the way, I just want to take a minute and talk about this card. This is actually a very interesting card for what he was trying to do. And I didn't even notice this card as a card until now, I guess. I never ever saw this card. A 3/3 for 3 that has these mana or activated abilities. Pretty cool. So, especially at remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control. And let me read this card quick. Activated abilities of creatures you control cost 2 less to activate. That's pretty cool, you know? So yeah, let's do this. I might have to do this video in a 2-part. I'm trying to decide. I do have the upgraded viewer version, and I'll show that in that video or later on in this video, depending. So let us get into some gameplay with Mr. John Parker. Also related to Peter Parker, I'm assuming. God, look at that art. So, things I wanted to talk about. I feel like I've talked about this already when it first came out, but the next expansion for Magic the Gathering is called War Over the Spark. or War of the Spark or something like that. And so if you guys remember, the Spark is a color set of 3 colors. And so that sounds really cool. I'm not keeping this. This is more of a keep. Sadly, Vivien Reed, my only Vivien Reed, going to the bottom. Land for turn. But, so the thing is that Sparks are 3 color, combination cards. And so me and my friends that talk about Magic the Gathering, my little play group, I should say, have this big hype about how we're going back to Alara. I doubt it happens, to be honest with you. They're not finished with their Ravnica. Well, the thing is that I don't necessarily... Dude, we're not getting lands. See, this is why I wouldn't play a 20, is because if we were mono red or mono white right now, we'd have plays, but since we're not, we don't. I have a play the next time that we get a mana, but I do not right now. So anyways, but if you remember, the Sparks were in Alara, and there is no such thing as a Ravnica block. Honestly, that second land is a little behind. Hopefully we get another untapped land. I'll even play Aeromunculus. And that's my thoughts right now. But, so Alara could be on the list, or it could just be that we're playing Ravnica Allegiance. And my thought is that if it's a war over the Spark, quote unquote, then we're just, oh man, that's bad. Then we're just going to be doing, we're going to do it his way. We're going to go with Simic Ascendancy and then Aeromunculus, and then combine Guildmage hopefully into another Simic Ascendancy. I don't know. But anyway, sorry. Keep getting off topic. Either that or it's going to be the fight over Nicobolas' Spark, his Planeswalker Spark. So that's just my thoughts there. Yeah, it's going to be a little too late. I'm going to give it 3 different matches. I feel like that'll give his deck a very good playthrough, just to show you guys. But as you can see, again, I just feel like 20 lands is not enough. Even he has mana ramp. Like he has that one card I can't think of right now. The Growth from the Ashes. Yes. So see, yeah, that's just, it wasn't enough. These untapped or these tap lands are really bad too, because they'll put us a turn behind. You'd rather see it in your opening hand than any of the other hands. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the upgraded version of this. And John Parker, if you're watching this, it's not anything on you, man. Trust me, I've been in your shoes. I've made a deck, and I'm just sitting there like, why doesn't it work? I make decks now, and I'm still like, why don't you work? My Persistent Petitioner deck was, dude, this card's supposed to be like a $2 to $3 card for an uncommon, and I still can't get it to work. I actually went to my OGS, by the way, and talked to my the owner. His name's Nathan. And I talked to him, and I was like, dude, why is this card so expensive? And he was like, well, man, you know, it looks like you can be, it could be abusive. And I was like, really? Name me one deck in Standard that you're seeing this in. And he's like, well, I don't know, you're right. I guess I don't see it any. And I was like, exactly. That's the reason right there, bud. But anyways, whatever. It really doesn't matter. But yeah, John Parker, I'm not crapping on your deck, dude. You did a fantastic job initially. I'm just going to show you again. You asked me, and I'm going to do it. No harm, no foul. The upgraded version of this deck and how I feel like it would be better. Again, my opinion. Let's see. Does it say for any meta? Yes. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get Sauroform Hybrid down, He looks like he's going for a Selesnya build, which is mainly tokens. Oh, that's going to be a card. No, it's not. We have Aeromunculus. That won't be a card. Okay, so let us get down. The Sauroform Hybrid. And then if we don't get a land, I guess we'll go into Song of Freyalise. And we won't be able to do anything next turn, but the turn after we'll get Aeromunculus down. Start handling some of these flyers that he's going to start throwing at me. It kind of looks like he might just have a generic white and green deck. I haven't really seen any token builders, and honestly, it's you hardly ever see this Rustwing Falcon. Yeah. Maybe he made a popper deck and he's just playing with his popper deck. I can see it. Okay, we're gonna go Aeromunculus for now. No attacks. We're just gonna kind of keep it up right now. Keep it on the up and up. We're going to one more turn of Aeromunculus, then Song of Freyalise into a Combined Mage and a Biomancer's Familiar. I hope you followed me on that. That was a lot to say at one time. If we don't want to really start adapting, because John Parker wanted to do this in a way that Simic Ascendancy wins us the game, we don't really want to start adapting or using that Lizrog until we find Simic Ascendancy. So I'm just going to kind of fill up the board with bodies for now, and wait. I don't want him to see my game plan just yet. And so hopefully we find some sort of draw mechanism. That's the other thing. We have ops in here, and that's helpful, but there's no real draw mechanism other than opt. Biomancer's Cage, taking care of one of the Aeromunculuses, I assume. That is totally fine. Aeromunculus, honestly, is one of the more weaker cards, in my opinion. It could be slotted better. So, Aeromunculus again. What is Combined Guildmage's second ability? It's actually kind of funny that that's the second ability. Each creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter. That's... both of those are kind of interesting. Huh. In fact, we're going to get Guildmage down. Cool. On Sarah's wings. Cool. I will block the mess out of you. Don't do it. There you go. We can get Combined Guildmage down. Song of Freyalise. Combine Guildmage and pass the turn. Yeah. Nope. So next turn, when we get Biomancer's Familiar down and we adapt, it's going to be insane. He's looking for a card to... okay. I was wondering exactly what he was doing there, but that makes sense. So he has some cool cards in there, not really that much. So Biomancer's Familiar. We're actually going to kicker the Grow from the Ashes. Although I kind of wish it wouldn't have done that. Kind of wish it would have done the other one, but that's fine. I just won't have any defenders in the air this turn. It'll be fine. Pass turn. Oh, will you look at that. So we're going to make a big Aeromunculus now. because that's how I feel. So there we go. And next turn, we'll just make a big Aeromunculus and wait for him to attack with it. Really? Okay, I was about to say, I'll kill you, Land of War Elves. Don't make me, dude. Alright. So untap, upkeep, and everybody gets a +1/+1 counter. Ah ha ha. Okay. Okay, so Aeromunculus. And then we're going to give it... We're going to adapt it. And then we're going to attack with all of our creatures, since they all have Vigilance, Trample, and Indestructible. And then next turn, we just make a huge Lizrog. I would have loved to have found a Simic Ascendancy on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to put 14 +1/+1 counters on Lizrog. Yeah, if you want to, you can double block something. I'll take it. Okay, next. Yep. Welcome to my life total. Just about. In turn. Okay. Yep, there we go. So there's one victory. Let's play another here. I'd really like to have a Simic Ascendancy in here, so let's hope we draw into it. I'm going to keep a 2-lander. That's the problem here. I need to keep this 2-lander. So, let's see what happens here. Well, you're playing against a discard deck. Oh, crap. So let's go ahead and get Biomancer's Familiar out. It'd be awesome right now. A 3rd land. So let's go ahead and swing because I can. And pass the turn. And walk it out. Another one bites the dust. Okay. Well, let's swing. See if he wants to trade anything. He does not. So here goes your life total. You freaking what now? Okay, well. Pass my turn. Pass. Yep. All that happens. I'd really like another land, please, deck. Stitcher Supplier. I did not. I guess I should realize it from its art that Stitcher Supplier is a zombie. Granted, that really doesn't matter. Resolve. Resolve all of that. Yep. Pass. My turn. Okay, well, Simic Ascendancy number 2, not helpful. Guess we'll put this down for now. And pass the turn. Honestly, not feeling comfortable with this right now. Because I'm not having a 4th land in blue and green. Rite of Belzenlock is going to ultimate next turn. Oh, Rakdos. Rakdos. What are you going to do? No, yeah, resolve it. I want to see what happens. Wow. Damn. Well, that sucks. I did at least kill one of his good cards. Simic Ascendancy number 2. Pass turn. We actually lost this one. I'm going to go ahead and concede 6-4 and then his thing. Even though we'll be able to block his 4-4 trample, that's not helpful, you know? So, okay. That was your deck. And I apologize I cut that last video short, but we were only like 1 turn away, 2 turns away from dying. Okay. So this has been your deck. Like I said, just my main quip about it after playing it for 3 games is 20 lands is not going to cut it. When you have, really, like, you look at 20 lands if you have 1, 2, 3 at your mana curve. But you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. This is my deck. Hold on. Viewers Ascendancy. Yes. So, oh, even worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, you don't have 4 drops. My bad. You have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And most of your drops, like, yeah, you have a good bit in 2, but most of your drops are going to end up in 3, 5, and 6. And that's just bad when you're playing 20, because that means that to get most of your cards out, you're going to need 1/4 of your lands. And the problem, too, is that you have to find those lands and still have something else. So even if you kept a flooded hand, you would still have to make sure that, you'd have to hope that you're going to find something good. So again, I really do appreciate what you're doing here. So here's what I think would be a better way of doing it. I do need to add 1 card real quick. I'm actually going to take Song of Freyalise out. And probably Growth Chamber Guardian. Because what I really, really liked from your deck that I didn't think of until you did it, is this Biomancer's Familiar. I'm actually going to go ahead and unlock a 4th copy. Hey, I don't have any more rare slots, but whatever. It's pretty good. Like, I like what it does. The whole 2 less to activate abilities. Love it. So basically mine, I kept your Arbor Armament. I kept your Biomancer's Familiar. Of course, Simic Ascendancy. I kept the Lizrog, and I kept the Biogenic Upgrade. I actually went down on Lizrogs because I don't really want to just hope that my Lizrog lands, to be honest. I kept your Growth from the Ashes too, because I feel like that's helpful. But what I did add that I think would be a lot of fun, a lot of good, is some Hydras. So the main 2 Hydras, Hungering Hydra and Hydroid Krasis. Now, Hungering Hydra is really good, and me and my friend were talking about this. If you get a Hungering Hydra down for at least 5, so that's 4 as your X cost, 1 for your green, that would mean that you have a 4/4 Hydra. Now, a lot of times, your opponent will not, especially if they're playing a weenie deck, attack into your Hydra in fear of your Hydra getting your Simic Ascendancy off. And that's another thing. It helps out with your Simic Ascendancy. Because eventually they will swing into you. And even if you have to use it as a blocker or an intimidation, like I was just saying a minute ago, it's still a very good card to have. As far as the Hydroid Krasis, again, this is just, it got its mythic rare because it's such a good card. It is basically a Hungering Hydra, as far as mana cost, Hungering Hydra plus a blue. So, and then it does way more. It has flying, which is really good. And it helps you draw cards and gain life. And that's another thing. It helps you draw cards. That was the problem with Mr. Parker's deck, is that I just was not getting the draws I needed. And to help me fix that, I actually also took out Opt for Growth Spiral. Because not only will it let me draw a card, which Opt kind of it's kind of a card and a half because of the scry ability, but it will draw me a card and net me a land, so I can get ahead in the game. I love Growth Spiral as a card. It's in Simic colors. We're playing Simic. Let's use it. Every time, let's use it. I added Stony Strenght because I like the combat trick. The Stony Strenght gives you plus the +1/+1 counter coming on a creature. Love it. I added Incubation Druid because we are wanting, especially with the Hungering Hydra and the Hydroid Krasis, to cast it for a lot of mana. And Hungering Hydra, Incubation Druid is going to cast it for a lot of mana. And we do not need to adapt it to get the Incubation Druid its +1/+1 counter. We have 2 ways to do it, 6 ways to do it, for 1 green mana, so why not? Grow from the Ashes, again, just keeping that card because I like that you had ramp, because you understood that you were kind of skittish on lands. Skatewing Spy, one of the cards I think is very underrated when it comes to a +1/+1 counter deck, is Skatewing Spy, because blue is known for flyers, but the thing is that we're really just playing green with a splash of blue. Like, if you look in here, the only blue card I have is Skatewing Spy, and that's normal for most of the Simic decks. We normally just play green, and green is known for what? Not ever having flyers, other than, of course, the Krasis. So this card giving all your creatures with +1/+1 counters on it flying, that actually makes cards like Stony Strenght really good, because then you can untap it and it also would have flying. That's, talk about a combat trick for 1 green mana, right? Even this, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because you have reach with it. Even that still does pretty good. Of course, the Galloping Lizrog is really good, and of course the Biogenic Upgrade, just insane when you're trying to go off on an Ascendancy. Granted, I still never think you get the Biogenic Upgrade off. I've actually never drawn it when I put it in a deck, so I don't even know what it's like to cast this card. Other than, I lied. Other than the preview, like, not preview per se, but when they publicly let us demo Ravnica Allegiance, yeah. So again, one other thing I'd like to mention with Skatewing Spy is that both of your Hydras here actually come in with +1/+1 counters, so they already come in with flying. Granted, Hydroid Krasis has flying, but you know what I mean. And on top of that, you can always give them flying with Simic Ascendancy as a combat trick while having Simic Ascendancy out. So, anyways, now that I've explained all of that, let us get into some gameplay. I'm going to do the same thing, give it 3 plays, and see how we do. Oh, well, sorry guys, I cancel. Might want to click on my deck instead of Mr. Parker's deck. Upgrade viewer. These names are just for me. This is not actually what I would name this deck. I feel like that goes without saying, but at the same time, I will say it. Oh, man. Ooh. Well, come on, deck. Come on, game. What's taking so long? Oh, I forgot to mention, I actually had a couple copies. I had 1 copy of Breeding Pool and I think 2 or 3 of Hinterland Harbor. And I also added like either 3 or 4 Simic Guildgates. And that's just so that I can make sure I got my lands and that they come in untapped as much as I can. And I still have both my land colors, because that's a very important thing when you're splashing a color or just playing more than 1 color. So Breeding Pool, as you can see, Growth Spiral, pretty good. A Hydroid Krasis and a Simic Ascendancy. So yes, let's keep. We are missing an intermediate creature in between Hydroid Krasis when we want to get it off for an extreme amount of X. Oh, well, speak of the devil, the Incubation Druid will do just nicely. I actually will go like this. go ahead and let Incubation Druid be out there because it still does, it acts like a third land. So I'm okay with that. We are playing against Simic, so that's cool. So Simic Ascendancy, and then we'll Growth Spiral, and hope we hit something. Oh, a Galloping Lizrog, not bad. So I guess we Growth from the Ashes next turn. Hopefully we get another land so we can kick it. I will take the damage from the Jade Light. Let's see if he whiffs. Whiff, whiff, whiff. Aww. Wait, so Thrash. Target creature you control does equal. Target creature or planeswalker you don't control. We did get a 5th land. So that means that we can adapt. And that's very important. So go ahead. 3 growth counters. Very good. I'm afraid... Oh, well, he doesn't have red, so I guess I shouldn't have been too afraid that he was going to thrash me here. Incongruity. Oh, you're kidding. Fine. Going to go ahead and Growth from the Ashes. Search your library for basic land. Put it onto the battlefield untapped. And then we'll go swinging. Yeah, I don't care. Have it. Have it or don't have it. And then we'll leave up Stony Strenght for fun. See how he likes it. Alright, Druid with Cow. Not a bad card, not a bad card. Okay, well that's kind of good. So here's the problem, right? I gotta do this now. To have a play, I have to do this. So let's pay 3. I'll draw a card, gain a life, and put 3 growth counters with Simic Ascendancy, pass the turn. Simic Ascendancy up to 6. I guess we could do a Galloping Lizrog now. A Thrash, that's not good. It's not good at all. Okay, let's read. Yeah, I didn't have anything. So he's doing really good by keeping me on my toes. I guess he's not really playing Teamer, even though he kind of fainted Teamer. Okay, so we're going to Stony Strenght. And then we're going to... Do you have something? You have a Frilled Mystic? Okay, that's bullcrap, dude. Well, glad we didn't do that after before blocks. Here we go. You want a way to shut out the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Five. So Simic Ascendancy up to 11. No attacks. We'll see what happens this turn. I'm going to guess he wins. I mean, he wins on board. Yeah, okay. So, concede. I guess he had better plays. I don't know what to say. Goreclaw in that slot just really good. Let's play 2 more. Well, Parker, if I lose all 3 of my matches, I definitely get to apologize to you for thinking I could make a better deck than you. With 22 lands, I believe. Oh, sorry, guys. Long day. Okay, so Incubation Druid, Biogenic Upgrade, and Arbor Armament. So, good cards all around. Let's just get it out there. We're playing against white. So, Incubation Druid. Pass the turn. I don't have anything to cast, quote unquote. Okay. So we target the Incubation Druid, block 1, let him have his little pump. And now we start matching him. Thoughts. Think thoughts of thoughtful thinking. What do I want to use right now? In fact, why don't we... So that's... We need... 3 mana and 3 mana. So we have 6. We need... Yes. Let's do it. Okay, so... 3... Or 2 for Simic Ascendancy. Cast for 3. A lot of his luminous bonds. Are you kidding me? Oh, dude, you're killing me with that. Okay, well. Let's see, a Hydroid Krasis for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5. Hydroid Krasis for 5. Puts it up to 8. Are you kidding me with some luminous bonds right now, dude? What the heck, man? You know what? I think I just win with this. So, how many was that? So, if he doesn't kill me this turn, then I win. Good game. So there we go. That's how you win with Simic Ascendancy. One actual turn where I win with Simic Ascendancy out of nowhere. Oh man, that was stressful. The freaking lucky luminous bonds of white. Wow. Alright guys, last game. Let's see if we can get it in again. So Barker, I don't have to apologize because I actually got the Simic Ascendancy kill, so ha! And it's all because Hydras have +1/+1 counters on them. What do you know? My buddy, Blackout, aka Zach Grubbs, actually made a commander deck around Hydras, which I find pretty interesting. And that's actually kind of where we were talking to today is about the Hydroid Krasis and the Hungering Hydra. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Hungering Hydra. Awesome. 2 Biomancers familiars. And flooding out on some lands early in the game. Might as well get them out now while I still can. So, well, I'll be... Maybe I should have went with 20 lands. Magic the Gathering has been doing this to me recently, and I don't know what it's about. What possibly could you hit my my creature with 2 green mana? Let's see Teamer. I want to see Teamer. Come on, Urine. Show me Teamer. Thanks. So, Biomancer's familiar. And swing. I actually would not mind seeing an Incubation Druid right now. I'm going to say Hydroid Krasis for a while. We're not playing against a blue or black deck, so I'm not expecting to get milled out or countered. Not milled out per se, but discarded and countered. So, I guess I'm playing against Mono Green Stompy, but he's just not going into the Mono Green Stompy. It could actually, I would see this card until turn when this creature dies. Yeah, I see this card more in a Gruul deck, so maybe he's just missing a black mana. I'd have to assume here. Yeah, this is going to be a nothing turn because I'm not doing Hydroid Krasis for this low. End turn. See if he got himself something right here. Something right now. Nope. Nope. I guess I'll develop my board. What are you discarding, friend? Show me that you have black mana in your hand. That's what I want to see. Show me that you have something black in your hand you want to get rid of. Now he's playing mono green from the looks of it. So we're going to go ahead and show him who's the boss by Growth from the Ash. And it feels like I'm giving him insult to injury right now. We'll actually go double island and pass the turn. Oh, I forgot to swing, but it doesn't really matter. He's too far behind for me to care. So, cool. Yeah. Hit me with your best shot. You know, I have all this land. Let's see. 1, 2. So I could do it for X is 6. Is that right? Yes. So that's draw 3 cards, gain 3 life. Alright. Simic Ascendancy. That's what we've been looking for. So pass turn. I probably will be greedy here and just go for the Simic Ascendancy kill. He's starting to get into where he can play some cards. So maybe I'll do one swing. But he'll probably block it with a 1/4. And well, I have trample. So 2 Simic Ascendancies out. So swing out with a 6/6 trample flyer. Boom. Hit you in the face. My Hungering Hydra is going to be real next turn. Llanowar Elf. Nice. A Generous Stray. Nice. Love the artwork for a Generous Stray. It's just him giving giving a lizard to its owner. Well, not an owner. It's a stray. To somebody. Alright, pass turn. Yeah, run. Beast Whisperer, cool. Are you gonna play out some Llanowars? Okay. So just go ahead and get some +1/+1 counters and some growth counters. Let's see. Hungering Hydra, for 12 next turn. 11. But so that'll put 11 growth counters on Simic Ascendancy. Hungering Hydra for 11. It'd been nice to do a Krasis for 11. I've been a lot of card draw. So 14 and 14. Pass the ever-loving turn. So let's see. Take away 2, that's 9. Oh look, a Galta. You understand that your Galta isn't going to be able to do crap right now, right? I wish a Galta would. That's all I'm going to say here. I wish a Galta would. Pass. My turn. Good game. So Lizrog, yep, submit. Make the hugest butt Lizrog you've ever darn seen. Oh, did it not? Did it not? Dude, I swear the Lizrog was supposed to do something there. 1, 2... Okay, so I still have enough to put some +1/+1 counters on my creatures. Yeah. If Galta would like to swing, we're more than willing to hit that Hungering Hydra, bruh. Yep. So I like what he's doing, even with his rough start. Pass. You want to swing a Galta at us? Pass. Alright, before my turn, we're going to on the Hungering Hydra. And then again on the Hungering Hydra. My turn. So how many growth counters is that now? Alright, we'll give him a little bit of hope. This is a good game here. Oh, Gigantosaurus, eh? Well, that's a cool card. Too bad it means nothing. Nothing. Honestly, I have it on board, but I don't know if he can see it. I could tap a Biomancer's Familiar and then adapt the Skatewing Spy again, but whatever. Pass. Attack out at me? You could. Okay, so pass. Block. 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 Okay, well, I'm counting that as a Simic Ascendancy win. You don't have to... I respect him for what he did there. He was like, maybe he won't block. Anyways, guys. Well, so yeah, that's Parker. That's how you upgrade your deck in general. Like, as you can see, it still had a little bit of the adapt aspect, but mostly the whole thing is that these X creatures are really the way to run with the Simic Ascendancy. If you want an adapt deck, let me know, and I'll make you an adapt deck instead. But it will not have Simic Ascendancy in it, because just adapting in general is hard to do with Simic Ascendancy. Or to win Simic Ascendancy that way. But anyways, guys, this has been an amazing video, really fun. Guys, if you have a deck and you want me to play it, you want me to upgrade it, let me know, and I'll definitely do that. I again thank Mr. Parker for sending this in to me. I hope he enjoys my upgraded version if he can. And these, just to go back over the land, I did have 1 breeding pool and 2 Hinterland Harbors, and 3 Simic Guildgates. Again, just like Mr. Parker, I didn't have a lot of dual land cards, but honestly, if you don't have any dual land cards, I almost wouldn't even say use these Guildgates or these tap lands, and just split it down the middle. Let's see here, 3, it could have been 11, 11 islands, 11 forest, and it would still done just fine, I'm sure. But anyways, guys, this has been Sneaky Narcotic, signing off.